This, we're leaving. Book us flight.
Welcome to the new sound of online radio. Welcome to the sound of Universal Broadcasting Network. 'Cause you make me feel like I've been locked out of heaven. A mix of today's hits and hard-to-find favorites, combined with the most entertaining and intriguing talk anywhere. This is your sound. This is the sound of Universal Broadcasting Network at UBNradio.com.
This is Hollywood Headliners with Rob Weller, coming to you from the Sunset Gower Studios in the middle of Hollywood. And now, here's Rob.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Hollywood Headliners on this Thursday evening in July. Beautiful night here in Los Angeles. We're coming to you live from the Sunset Gower Studios in the very middle of Hollywood, where truly Hollywood started, was founded a little over 100 years ago, right here. And to think that we're carrying on the tradition is, well, it's almost awe-inspiring. It's bringing a small tear to my eye. Or maybe I just have a bad tear duct because there's a lot of smog. Also here with us this evening, Andy and Say Rose. Hi, kids.
Hello. Good evening.
We have quite a guest tonight. In fact, before you guys do our news of the week, I'd like to introduce our guest because it is really cool. It's the summer movie blockbuster time. The big tentpole movies, we've been talking about it all summer. But there was really one film that sort of started this whole craze off. And it was a little movie about a fish in a big ocean. And a fish that tried to eat everybody in the ocean and everybody on land. And it was written by our guest tonight, the one and the only Carl Gottlieb. Carl, welcome. I have that music. I was going to save it for a little later.
Oh, all right.
But if that's all you can do, that's fine.
I can just hum along. Okay.
Carl, we're going to talk tonight about Jaws and lots of other things that you've done. I want to talk also a little bit about movies in general this summer and kind of what's going on in terms of writing. We have a lot of people that are writers that listen to our show.
Oh.
All around the globe, yeah.
Hey, nothing else to do, eh?
Yeah. So maybe you can give them a little advice, tell them how to get into insurance.
As soon as the show is over,
yeah,
back to your work. See, writing is and working on a computer, it's the only effort in which the distraction is built into the tool. In the old days, you'd have to put down your pencil and pick up a Frisbee or a deck of cards.
Yeah.
Now you just move the same mouse that you're writing with and the same keyboard, and there's the game or the distraction.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the porn.
So you're,
or the
porn?
Or the radio porn.
Oh, my God.
Whatever it is you guys do here.
Carl, this is going to be one hell of an interview tonight. You're way ahead of me, babe. All right, let's do a little. It's time for our Hollywood Headlines. News has been going on all this week all around Hollywood, and here, right from our Hollywood Headliners newsroom, live and direct, is Big Andy E. and Say Rose. Andy.
Hey, Rob. The top trending stories on Hollywood Headliners are the Academy Awards.
Really?
Oscars getting into the concert business. In hopes of establishing a new tradition, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences is planning to hold a concert featuring the year's Oscar-nominated scores and songs 3 days before the Academy Awards. There's going to be a symphony orchestra made up of studio musicians who will perform a few minutes from each score. It's not immediately clear how moving the song and score performances to their own evening might impact the Oscar show itself, or whether the same performers might also appear on the broadcast.
Now, this is really interesting because the Oscars has been striving the last few years to get a younger audience. What a great way to get a young audience than having a symphony orchestra perform somewhere. Are you kidding me?
Well, they're also they're not sure whether they're also going to have the song performers do it as well. That's what's not clear. But we have an Academy member in the room.
We do. Who would that be? Not Carl Gottlieb.
Yes, indeed. Hey. A voting member of the Academy, of the writers branch.
Okay,
Yes, I
then
am.
we want to. I know Jim Stahl was on our show a few weeks back,
Yes.
and he was talking about you. So we already know you're famous. We knew you were famous before you got here. All right, Andy, that's very good. You got another one for us?
Going to the small screen, Charlie Sheen and his character, Charlie Harper, may be long gone from 2.5 Men, but according to E! News, the character's illegitimate daughter is being written into the show. The 21-year-old woman has been described as sexy, gorgeous, and gay, so she'll share her deceased dad's love for the ladies. No word on who gets this juicy primetime role.
Okay, let's start taking some guesses. Say you first. Who do you think should get the role?
Me. Following me.
Yeah, all right. Just because
maybe-
you're desperate for money. You know,
I had
Carl,
a shot, maybe.
I have to tell you, Carl, this is what happens when you have young people work on your show with you. It's all about them.
Well, sure. I mean, in show business, it's such a selfless profession.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so after you say, who do you think?
Who would be good for the role? Hillary Duff?
Okay, Hillary Duff. Andy, what do you think?
I would like to see those casting sessions. That's
Hillary
all
Swank.
Yeah, Hillary Swank. How about Amanda Bynes?
Hillary Clinton.
Yeah. Hey, how
Mine-
about
It's a-
Megan Fox.
Oh, there you go. That'd be a good one.
Miley.
Yeah, Miley Cyrus. Okay. All right. Very good, Andy.
I'm still shaking after having seen that video for the first time.
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus music video?
Oh my God.
Yes.
Holy crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Also in TV news, daytime TV news, the new Kris Jenner talk show that premieres next week is already generating a lot of buzz. No surprise given the heat that always seems to emanate from anything Kardashian. The executive producer says reports about Jenner, Kris Jenner, objecting to having co-host is not to be paid attention to. He says she wanted to have co-hosts from the get-go. She'll have someone with whom she can talk about what she did the night before, a la Kelly and Michael.
Well, you know, I mean, it's good to have somebody to play off of, but the problem with a co-host is that every co-host is different, and it's hard to get used to them. I mean, I went through 39 of them one season on the home show, literally. I mean, I had a different one every week. It was like, okay, Monday they don't get it, Wednesday they start to wake up, and by Friday they want their own
Yeah, it's
show.
like a TV husband, TV spouse.
By the way, she's going to have some hefty competition next year. Meredith Vieira, Queen Latifah, and Bethany Frankel.
But Fox they're giving her a 6-week tryout.
Kris Jenner is getting
So
6
Kris is getting a
tryout.
6-week tryout.
And didn't
So
she
we'll
used to
see.
be blonde, by the way?
I don't think so. She's
You're thinking of Jodi Arias.
Yeah. Thank you. God, Carl.
No. And
Carl's going to start filling in for me.
And speaking of Justin Bieber,
And finally,
he could teach a master class in damage control after getting caught on video pissing in a mop bucket and saying F Bill Clinton while doing the pissing act. The Beeb actually spoke to the former U.S. president today and apologized, or yesterday rather, and it sounds as if Clinton was sort of cool about it. Clinton apparently took Bieber's slam in jest, saying something along the lines of, well, if that's the worst thing you have ever done, all is well. Bieber then tweeted, Bill Clinton, thanks for taking the time to talk, Mr. President. Your words meant a lot.
and do you have Monica Lewinsky's home number?
right. Bill is used to some damage control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very
He's the
good.
man to go to.
All right, those were. Yeah, those were pretty good.
Well,
All
it was
right.
actually right before I came in.
Oh, wait a minute. What? Go ahead. Yeah.
There was actually a little breaking news with Leah Remini.
And explain who that
She-
is.
From King of Queens.
Yeah.
She disassociated herself. She broke ties with Scientology. And
I saw that.
all it is just like a little, like a one-paragraph blurb, essentially thanking the media for her support in this decision.
My,
and that's
my.
it, no explanation.
I saw that she had mentioned not liking that in Scientology, if someone isn't part of Scientology, you have to excommunicate them, or if they leave
Yeah.
the church, you can no longer talk to them. So that was part of her
So that's a big deal. That's gonna-
reasoning.
We should ask Carl if he's a Scientologist. Are you a Scientologist, Carl?
I'd have to kill me if I told you.
Okay, fine. If
The
you
first rule
let me
of
just add,
Scientology.
here's a hypothetical question, Carl. If you were a Scientologist, would you be more successful in the business right now?
You know, it's so odd because so many great writers like Tom Cruise are Scientologists. And the founder himself was
the best.
L. Ron Hubbard was a writer of science fiction
Yeah.
who managed to get a tax exemption for his creation fantasy, and you can't get much better than that.
This is why you have people like Carl Gottlieb come on your show. This is a guy that knows it all. Been there, done that, knows it all. All right, let's go over to Say Rose.
Okay. Well, I also have Charlie Sheen and Justin Bieber news.
Wait, we already had that.
This is more. It's different. It's exciting.
get enough.
It's
It better
new.
be as good, if not better, than Andy's.
The people who are making headlines here. All right, Justin Bieber's best friend, Lil Twist, was just arrested for a DUI while driving Justin Bieber's car on Thursday morning, 3:30 this morning.
Mm-hmm.
He was not, however, intoxicated with alcohol, but marijuana.
He was intoxicated with marijuana cigarettes?
Yes, he was smoking a marijuana cigarette. So I guess, Justin Bieber, you are the company you keep.
You know, what are the parents doing? This is what I want to know. What are their kids out at 3:30
I was
in the
having
morning?
breakfast on a Saturday morning, not in Studio City. I moved over to Sherman Oaks, and all of a sudden we heard the sound of a car, and every car alarm went off, and then we saw Justin Bieber drive up in that.
Whoa.
Did?
Was it his Ferrari or his Fisker?
It's the Fisker. It's unbelievable. The engine is unbelievable.
That's what Lil Twist was driving
Right,
this
right.
morning when he
Same
got
car.
his DUI. Just the Fisker.
And now,
very subtle.
former police chief Bernard Parks is driving it.
Let's just toke up and drive a $2 million car as fast as we can.
God, you know.
20-year-olds these days.
You know, this is Carl. You're probably out there street dragging with Bieber anyway. So don't try to cover it up, Carl. All right, good say. What else you got?
Charlie Sheen is using his old 2.5 Men co-star John Cryer.
Wait a minute. John.
Who was that again?
Who did you
His
say?
2.5 Men co-star John Cryer.
This is John Cryer, and you are listening to Hollywood Headliners with Rob Weller.
That's him.
That John Cryer.
That John Cryer.
To try to convince the courts that Brooke Mueller's child support payment should be reduced from $55,000 per month to $0 per month. TMZ reported this, and they say Charlie filed documents requesting the massive change in child support because Brooke currently doesn't have custody of their boys, Bob and Max, while she's in and out of rehab. And he's referencing Cryer's divorce, where Cryer's ex-wife was arrested for alleged child abuse and temporary lost custody of their son, to say that he shouldn't pay because in the end Cryer didn't have to pay child
This is
support
John
anymore.
Cryer, and you are listening to Hollywood.
So he's relying on his old co-star's precedents
Yeah.
to fight the legal system.
You know what upsets me about Charlie? He's leaning on Cryer just like we leaned on him to get ratings. This is really disgusting. Really, this business has gone
This is
down the
wrong.
hill. Yeah. Okay. And
What else?
you got one more?
I have one more.
Dig
Gene
deep.
Wilder. Gene Wilder.
Yes.
Know the name. He hasn't been in any movies in about 22 years.
Oh wow.
And
Well,
he-
rub it in. Jesus.
By choice.
Oh, okay.
And he said, he was just in a Q&A, and he said, there's so much swearing going on. Someone saying, oh, go F yourself. Well, if it came in at a meaningful place, I'd understand it. Can they just stop and talk? Just talk instead of swearing? Once in a while, it comes in handy, but not running all the way through a film. So maybe someone just...
Damn it, Carl. It's people like you that are ruining show business with your terrible language that you're using.
Someone just needs to write the perfect screenplay. Maybe Gene Wilder will be back in the game.
Okay, very, very good, Say. Thank you very much. Number one, ad-supported basic cable network for the week, USA. The top show for all programs, 18 to 49, was Under the Dome on CBS. Top 10 cable programs, BET's Being Mary Jane. And the top news outlet for the week, NBC with Brian Williams. There you go.
They just
Okay.
had
I liked that
They just
show.
had the News Emmy nominations, and I believe CBS
Really?
ran away with the lead. Yeah, more nominations than any other network.
Very good. Okay, look, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk to the man that put the jaw in Jaws. Or he put the S on the back of the word Jaws, or he did a bunch of stuff. One of the great writers in our town, Carl Gottlieb. This is Hollywood Headliners. I'm Rob Weller.